ahead and jump straight into your reading. So we're going to be doing a love reading today. I wanted to do something different. I don't usually do love readings on the channel, but we're going to be doing that today. We're going to do you versus them. So I'm going to pull a card focusing on how you feel and your intentions and your subconscious energy and the direction that you want things to go in, and I'll do their side as well. If you enjoy this reading, if you like this style of reading, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. Okay, so starting off with Aries. So what is my Aries emotional state about their person of interest or the person that they're thinking of? So your emotional state when it comes to them, I have the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and also the Tower. So there could be certain things that you feel like you can't just move past. There could be things either they haven't acknowledged or they haven't really taken accountability for, and it could still bother you. Or there's certain things they haven't really given you just clarity on, and it just feels like it's hard to just move forward without getting clear answers or clear understanding in regards to what is going on. Also with the Nine of Cups here, it does talk about you really wanting things to work out with this person, or you really did want things to work out with this person if you're not dealing with them right now. There could be certain goals that you saw you guys accomplishing together, getting married, moving in, okay, building a life together. And you could feel like there's just certain things that have to be addressed within the foundation of the connection in order for you guys to move forward. Some of you also could feel like your person hasn't really came to terms with certain things with the Chariot in reverse. Maybe there's certain things they haven't moved on from, or they're not able to, see past. Some of you could also question if this person that you're you deeply care about, if they throw you off, especially if there's a lot of things that this relationship needs attention on, or there's a lot of moments where your person may need your attention, and sometimes it kind of throws you off a bit when it comes to being able to focus on other things. Now, coming to or going into your person of interest, their emotional state when it comes to this connection. How does this person currently feel about my Aries? This person that my Aries are romantically interested in or dealing with. So I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Wands, and also the Hermit. So for them, they're questioning if you still are willing to put up for this relationship. Are you completely just burned out? Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, I've thrown in the towel. I've decided that I don't really have much energy to give and to pour out, and I'm drained. So they could be seeing your maybe pull back in terms of, pouring into the relationship. Maybe some of you guys have even went as far as blocking or like just completely separating yourself. And they could be seeing this and they could be feeling away. For others of you, they could be just concerned with whether or not they have ran out of chances with you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, okay, we were working on things. I know that we have been through some hard times with the Hermit card. Is there still a chance? For some of you, your person, their emotional state gives, I'm afraid to pour myself out there because I don't want to be hurt. So that could be also another reason why their effort may have slowed down. Now, going into their intentions, or not their intentions, we'll start with yours. What is my Aries current intentions for their person of interest or the person they're dealing with? I have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Cups. So your current intentions to match energy. Six of Pentacles is like, I've poured myself out there. I've been trying and I want reciprocation. Two of Pentacles, it does talk about like wanting things to be at a balanced place. Queen of Cups is like deep caring, deep love. So I do think you guys do really care about this person. and all you want is reciprocation, consistency. Things could be up and down. One second they're pouring into the relationship, the next second they're kind of stepping back, and that could be something that's making you a bit weary. But I would say your main intentions right now are to match energy. Now, when it comes to their intentions, what is my Aries person of interest intentions for them? I have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So if you guys aren't speaking right now, their intentions are to communicate with you and to clear the air. Their intentions also may be in aligned with expressing themselves in terms of how they've been feeling and what they've been reflecting on. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse is to come out of, bad communication, or there being a block in communication. For my Aries, where you're already talking to this person, they just may want to get to a place of understanding how you feel, especially if you have shut down, or knowing if there's a chance to get a level of forgiveness, because they could be assuming that like there is no more forgiveness in you, or that you're not at a place to where you want to work on things. Yeah, to get understanding. They also could realize that there's some things they really do need to work on, like they know. It's just they could be fighting with their need to change and their want to, hold on to this relationship at the same time. Now, going into hidden or subconscious energy, what are you holding beneath the surface when it comes to this connection? What are my Aries holding beneath the surface when it comes to this connection? So I have the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and also the King of Wands. So what you could be holding below the surface, it could be this desire to break away if you feel like you can't trust this person, if you feel like they're dishonest, or they're constantly, ready to abandon things. It could almost make you feel like you want to abandon things. Yeah, another thing that I'm seeing, subconsciously, you could want to just kind of focus on yourself, pour into yourself until this person shows you through consistency that they're serious about things. Going into their subconscious, what is hidden below my Aries person's subconscious? Are they confused, conflicted? What's going on? Okay, so I have the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So for them, what's hiding below their subconscious, they could be feeling like they're not good enough for this relationship. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands in reverse. Some of my Aries, you could be very independent. You could be someone who's working on their career, doing certain things with yourself, self-development. It doesn't even have to be career related. You could be, really in your spiritual element, or you may be very mature for your age, or just doing certain things. And your person could kind of question like, okay, are we in alignment with each other? Or they could just kind of doubt. If it's not that, it could be a situation where they, just personally, they want to grow within themselves. And this could be subconsciously affecting the relationship. This could also be where maybe your person has been single for some time, or they told themselves they'll be single for forever after a failed relationship. And subconsciously, they could be projecting this fear of that being true onto the relationship. So they don't communicate effectively, or they shut down, or they do certain things out of that fear of manifesting, that reality. So, ooh. Now going into direction, where are my Aries headed energetically in this connection? So I have the Magician, the Knight of Cups, and also the Seven of Cups. So you could be headed in a direction of confusion. You could be confused because you're trying to make sense of your other person's movements. And as they move, as they shift and turn, you could feel lost a bit. So the direction is what's going on. Okay, I'm confused. I'm not sure. I feel like certain things are just not clear. So I do think as time unfolds, that clarity will unfold as well, but there could be a bit of confusion. Mainly because it's just the mixed vibes that you could get from this person. One second, they could seem very irritated, like they're not trying. And then other seconds or other moments, they could seem more engaged or like they're putting effort in. So it's just throwing things off. For others of you, you just may be conflicted on whether or not this is the person for you. You could feel like, you know, emotionally there's moments where you guys connect, but then other moments you just feel intolerant of certain just behaviors or certain things that they may do that just may make you just not too sure about this person. So you will kind of have to face this moment of asking yourself, like, what do I want out of this from this point on? Now, where is my Aries love interest headed when it comes to this connection? Okay, so I have the Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, and also the Temperance card in reverse. So they may be frustrated, especially if you're not giving them the time of day. Frustrated, agitated, feeding off of your energy. I think that they could be rushing in the second that you really show them that you're just kind of at your wit's end, especially when it comes to patience. They could feel the vibes, they could tell. And I think they could be headed to a place of frustration with themselves because they could be self-sabotaging. Okay, for others of you, they could be headed to a place of just trying to like rush things along, rush things forward. Now, this is what I see. I hope I did give you some insight in regards to the dynamics of this connection here. If you did resonate with this and you did take something from this video, definitely thumbs up the video. Let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Aries.